Have you ever looked around your home and realized it's quietly turned into a museum of your life? Every shelf holds memories, but also sometimes a bit of danger. What if the things you're holding on to aren't protecting your past, but holding you back from living your present? Meet Mary. She's 74, kind-eyed, with a soft laugh that fills her cozy living room. Her house hasn't changed much in 40 years. Same curtains, same furniture, same little photo frames everywhere. But one morning she tripped over an old footstool she didn't even use anymore, and that small fall changed everything. It wasn't just the bruise on her arm. It was a wake-up call. She realized her home, the place that once felt safe, had quietly become cluttered with too many things that no longer served her life today. And she's not alone. Many seniors over 70 face this silent problem, emotional clutter that leads to physical clutter. Today, we'll walk through 5 things you must remove from your home immediately if you're over 70, not to erase your memories, but to protect your peace, safety, and independence. Because a home should lift you up, not weigh you down. Outdated and unused furniture. Mary's first step was standing in her living room, looking at a bulky wooden cabinet that hadn't been opened in years. It was heavy, dusty, and blocking light from her favorite window, but it had belonged to her parents, and that made it hard to let go. Many seniors hold on to furniture that once had meaning but now only takes up precious space. Old recliners that squeak, coffee tables with sharp edges, giant wardrobes that no one opens. These things can become hazards instead of comforts. Removing unused furniture doesn't erase memories. It creates space for safety and movement. When Mary finally donated her old cabinet to a local charity, she said something beautiful. "It felt like I gave someone else a piece of comfort and got a little more breathing room in return." So, look around your home. Ask yourself, do I still use this? Or am I keeping it because I feel guilty letting it go? Have you ever kept furniture simply because it felt wrong to part with it? Tell me in the comments. I'd love to hear your story. Expired medicines and old toiletries. Next, Mary opened her bathroom cabinet. Rows of bottles, ointments, and pills stared back at her. Some expired, some mysterious, some long forgotten. She realized she'd been using the same lotion for years without checking its label. Expired medicine is one of the most dangerous types of clutter in a senior's home. A wrong pill, an outdated dose. It can cause dizziness, nausea, or worse. Even old skincare and personal products can harbor bacteria that irritate the skin or eyes. Mary carefully checked every bottle's date, tossed what was expired, and placed the rest in clear containers with large, easy-to-read labels. By doing that, she not only cleared her space, but also restored control over her health. Sometimes the smallest drawers hide the biggest risks. And letting go of them is an act of self-care, not waste. Piles of paper, bills, and old mail. Next came the mountain of paper. Letters from the 1990s, utility bills from 5 houses ago, birthday cards yellowed with time. Mary sat with them all one afternoon, not just sorting, but remembering. It's not the paper itself that weighs you down. It's what it represents. Years of responsibility, memories, and moments that once mattered deeply. But keeping every document isn't the same as keeping your history. She created 3 piles: keep, digitize, and let go. Important papers went into a labeled folder. Sentimental ones were photographed, the rest recycled with a smile. Decluttering paperwork gives your mind the same peace it gives your desk. A clear table invites calm thoughts, something we all deserve more of after 70. So if your drawers are packed with old letters and receipts, maybe it's time to choose which stories you really want to keep. Clothing that no longer fits your life. Mary opened her closet and laughed softly. Inside were dresses she hadn't worn in 20 years. Outfits from weddings, office days, even her daughter's school events. Each one had a story stitched into it, but none of them reflected her life now. Clothes for many seniors become emotional anchors. We think, maybe I'll wear this again someday. But the truth? That someday never comes, and those heavy coats and high heels are just taking up room meant for comfort, not nostalgia. Mary kept her favorites: soft sweaters, comfy slacks, and her Sunday outfit. The rest went to a local women's center. When she saw others wearing her donated clothes, her eyes sparkled. "They got new life," she said. And so did she. Cluttered closets can make mornings stressful and even cause physical strain when bending or reaching. Simplifying them brings not just space but joy, the kind that feels like fresh air. Unused appliances and unsafe electrical items. Finally, Mary turned to the kitchen, a place full of gadgets, wires, and memories. There was an old toaster that sparked occasionally, a blender missing its lid, and a microwave that hummed louder than a lawnmower. Many seniors keep old appliances because they still sort of work. But these are silent hazards, potential fire risks or electrical dangers. And the sad truth? They're often more trouble than help. Mary replaced her old gadgets with just two things she really used: a kettle and a slow cooker. Her counters were clear, her outlets safe, and her daily routine simpler. Decluttering doesn't just mean making space. It means making life easier, one small decision at a time. A month later, Mary's daughter visited and noticed something different. The house felt brighter, lighter. Mary moved freely, laughed more, and seemed 10 years younger. When asked how she did it, she smiled and said, "I just made room for my life again." Decluttering after 70 isn't about losing things. It's about reclaiming peace. It's not about letting go of memories. It's about creating space to make new ones. So take a slow walk through your home today. Every item you release is a small whisper saying, "I'm ready for what's next." Have you ever gone through a similar decluttering journey or helped a loved one do it? Which of these 5 categories do you think would be hardest for you to part with? Share your story in the comments. Your words might inspire someone else to take their first step. If you're over 70, the things in your home should reflect the life you live now, not just the one you've lived before. Your comfort, safety, and joy matter more than any old cabinet, paper pile, or broken appliance. Start small. 1 drawer, 1 shelf, 1 moment of courage at a time. And soon your home and your heart will feel lighter than ever. If this video helped you see your home differently, please like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our next life-changing tip for happier senior living. And if you want to learn how to make your home safer and more comfortable, watch the next video right here. It's full of practical, heartwarming ideas you'll love.